Now, this is the story of the Exodus. It's coming from Exodus 12 through 14. Now, on the 14th day of the first month, of their first month, every Israelite family was to slaughter a 1-year-old male lamb without defect. They were to take hyssop, dip it in the blood, and put the blood on the door frames of their houses. They were to roast the meat over fire. They were to eat it with bitter herbs and with bread made without yeast. Now, they were to eat it in a hurry. They were to eat it with their cloaks tucked into their belts, with their staffs in their hands and their sandals on their feet. And the Lord would pass over the Israelites and he would strike down the Egyptians. And when they entered their promised land, they were to celebrate the Passover festival, or a ceremony for the generations to come. And when the children asked the meaning of the ceremony of the Passover, they were to say, "This is the Lord's Passover." And it is when the Lord spared the Israelites and he struck down the Egyptians. Now at midnight the Lord struck down every firstborn in Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh to the firstborn of the prisoner. There was loud wailing throughout Egypt because there wasn't a house in which someone hadn't died. Now the Pharaoh summoned Moses and said, "Go, take your flocks and your herds and go and worship the Lord." The Egyptians urged the Israelites to leave their country in a hurry, so the Israelites took their dough before they could add the yeast, and they asked the Egyptians for articles of silver and gold, and the Lord caused the Egyptians to give the Israelites what they asked for, and in this way the Israelites plundered the Egyptians. Now the Israelites were in Egypt for 430 years. When they left with 600,000 men, or plus their women and children, and along with their flocks and their herds. And there were many other peoples that came up out of Egypt with them. Now they didn't take the shorter road through the Philistine country, because the Lord said if they faced war they might return to Egypt. So the Lord led them through the desert by the Red Sea, and the Lord told Moses to have the Israelites camp by the Red Sea. And the Pharaoh would think that the Israelites were confused and hemmed in by the desert. The Lord would harden the Pharaoh's heart, so that the Pharaoh would chase after the Israelites. And what would happen was the Lord would bring glory to himself through the armies of Pharaoh and through Pharaoh. And he would display his glory so that the Egyptians would know that he was the Lord. Now, when Pharaoh heard that the Israelites had left Egypt, he realized that his slave labor force was gone, so he pursued after the Israelites. He took his chariots and his troops and pursued them. And when the Israelites saw the Egyptian troops approaching, they cried out to the Lord in terror, and they said to Moses, "Were there not enough graves in Egypt that you brought us out here to die? And weren't we better off as slaves in Egypt than dying here in the desert?" And Moses told them not to be afraid, that they were to be still, and they were to trust the Lord, for the Lord would strike down the Egyptians. In other words, they were to rely on the Lord, and the Egyptians that the Israelites saw that very day, they would no longer see again. So the angel of the Lord that had been leading the Israelites went behind the Israelites, and so did the pillar of cloud went behind the Israelites. It went between the Israelite camp and that of the Egyptians, and all that night it brought darkness upon the camp of the Egyptians, but light to that of the Israelites. And the Lord told Moses to raise his staff over the sea, and the Israelites, so that the Israelites could pass through the sea on dry ground. And when Moses did, the Lord caused a strong east wind to blow through the night, and the Israelites were able to pass through the Red Sea, or the Reed Sea, on dry ground, with a wall of water on their left and a wall of water on the right. And when the Egyptians saw that the Israelites were leaving, they followed them through the sea. But the Lord told Moses to raise his staff above the sea, and the Lord had thrown the Egyptians into confusion. He jammed the wheels of their chariots, and they said, "The Lord is fighting against Egypt and for Israel." And so when Moses raised his staff, the Lord swept the whole, or caused the waters to return to where they were, and swept the Egyptian army into the sea. And the Israelites saw the dead bodies of the Egyptians wash up on the shore. And when the Israelites saw the power of the Lord, they feared the Lord, and the Israelites put their trust in the Lord and in the Lord's servant Moses. And this is the story of the Exodus.